Hello parents, Joe here with Living Life Youth Wellness. As a father of 4 young kids, one of the biggest challenges we face at home as parents is just getting our kids to eat healthy. I'm sure that's a challenge you guys face as well. You know, those power struggles, those battles that come over dinner time, breakfast, lunch, whatever it may be, of just trying to get our kids to eat those healthy foods that we know will make them feel good, give them sustained energy, and those vitamins and nutrients that they need to grow and be healthy and happy. One of the things that we do in my fitness classes for kids is we do a little game that teaches the kids about calories and about the foods they put into their body and how that affects their energy levels. I set up a bunch of different cones. I have food cards. The kids will go out and grab a card, and on that card it gives a different food item. So it could be anything from a steak dinner to asparagus. And so obviously the healthier choices, things like asparagus, would have a lower amount of touches, so they have to go out there and touch different cones. So like asparagus would have a number 2 on it, and so if they drew that card, they'd go out there and touch 2 cones, whereas a steak dinner, you know, an McDonald's Happy Meal might have like 20 touches on it, so they have to work a lot harder. And so I teach them about calories and how, you know, the unhealthy foods are higher in calories, so it takes a lot more work to burn off those calories and how that affects their bodies. So one of my philosophies when I'm coaching and parenting is just helping kids to understand why they do things. You know, we can do those different things like consequences and discipline to get them to do a certain behavior that we want them to do, but I think a better way to do it is just helping kids to have a vision or desire to do the right things on their own and just see why they do those things. So as parents and coaches, we can be effective teachers by helping them understand those things. So teaching them why it's important to eat healthy foods and good things for their body and what it does, and point out when they have like higher sustained energy from eating those healthy things, or when they have those positive moods from eating those things. Check out a blog post, I'll link it down below there, where I go into more depth about healthy eating habits. I actually polled a lot of parents on social media that gave me some just awesome, amazing ideas. So if you want to comment down below as well, some things that work for you, I'd love to hear from you guys about that. You know, we as parents can always use more guidance, more support from others on just things that work for them and their own kids. So definitely drop comments down below for what works for you, getting your kids to eat those healthy things. You know, obviously there's things like just don't buy it. You know, that's a big thing. Don't have those types of foods in your house. Be an example. You know, if you want your kids to eat good things, lead the way and you show them that you're willing to do that kind of stuff. Another good thing is to just make it fun. Make a game out of eating things, eating healthy things, you know, make it a fun thing to do. I've heard different things like making your meal like a superhero meal or whatever it may be, just to make it fun. One big thing that I utilize is smoothies. So smoothies is a good way to hide like your greens. I don't see a whole lot of kids that just go around eating salads all the time. So to get those things like, you know, kale and lettuce and those green spinach and those greens that are just challenges for us as parents to get our kids to eat, you know, put those in smoothies. Use natural sweeteners. Dates are just awesome to sweeten things, or, you know, maple syrup or whatever, you know, things like that to naturally sweeten, to get them away from those sugars. I had a back problem earlier in the year. And so naturally when we have those low moments in our lives or those rock bottom moments, we try to just turn to what will help, gets us motivated to change, right? So one of the big things I did was try to eliminate sugars in my diet. And I saw just the effects of that. Eliminating sugar can really help with just our overall well-being, how we feel. It helps us to lose weight. Like I shed a lot of weight from just not eating sugar that much. And sugar, if you go without it, you'll find that it is like a drug. So you'll have those withdrawals those first couple weeks, which are a challenge. You know, you'll get headaches and different things. So trying to do what you can to minimize the sugar in our kids' diets can really be beneficial with just giving mood stability and just overall well-being for our kids. And as you find when you try to minimize sugar, sugar is in like almost everything. You know, if you look at the labels, things like just bread or whatever you wouldn't think would have sugar has it. So that's another challenge that you'll face trying to reduce sugar. And then for kids, I mean, they just target kids with everything in cereals, colorful things, making high sugar foods look fun for kids, which also makes it a challenge for parents. But I know if you give it a shot, it'll definitely help your overall health of your family. Check me out at livinglifeyouthwellness.com. I give more tips on fitness for kids, healthy lifestyle habits, parenting tips, and just a bunch of awesome things. Thanks for watching.